Hello, welcome to Reframing Mindset Podcast. We are clear my head of the thoughts that are preventing clarity, practice my speech, among other things. Episodes range from informative knowledge to funny stories about my experiences, and in the future, maybe include interviews. So subscribe and enjoy. Episodes drop every other day. Okay, welcome back to Reframe Mindset Podcast. My name is Constant Brooks, and in this episode, I talk about the cost of starting over. Cause I kind of not say I actually secured the job, but I secured because it the company still has that 90 day probation thing, that you have to go through before you can get the full benefits. But reach that past that training phase, and actually doing the work on a team and such. And what I've realized was that the cost that is associated to actually getting that new job was really a lot, lot more than I expected. And the reason is the training was shorter, but the training was shorter. But what? I had to travel different places. I had to travel a different location. Um, Food wasn't subsidized, and the benefit one of the benefits of the work that I was before was that you have some kind of food subsidy with the ID card. None of that was there. So it's like you're starting from you're starting from scratch, and you're working your way back up. So it was one of those things that I never really actually um that I never really actually thought about or realized. And it kind of makes sense now as to why a person will get a job and say, you know what, I'm gonna stay here forever until pension, because like the cost of actually starting over is really a lot. But it's one of those things where you know with that with that knowledge now, and I guess I'm going to get more experience. And this not to say, okay, I'm just gonna get this job and stay in it forever. No, it just means that okay, I have to approach it differently. I know that to actually, if I'm going to leave a job or go to a new place, it's not going to it's not cheap. It's not cheap, especially when you invest a lot of time into actually securing a spot. When you actually leave, it is a lot you're losing. So that's one of the lessons going that got from it. It's like, yo, it's going to take a lot. So you have to really plan for a job loss. That's some, and the cost of getting into a new job. I guess the next thing is like, yeah, what I what I also understood from this was the need to have the things outside of the job. Like for example, if you rely on your job for healthcare and all those stuff, the importance of actually having those stuff outside of the work, because once if you're actually dependent on it, you're basically tied to the work. If it's a job you hate, you're basically tied to it. So if you want healthcare to say, oh, I'm just gonna stay here and just do this because because to me this is not this is still not an ideal job, but it's actually way better so far. It is better in the sense of a normal working hours. The workload, the work is not better in the sense that okay, it's it's actually it's just that it's a new environment, and it still have its perks And so it's not a place that ideally I want to stay forever. But you have to just push through. You have to just push through it. And that's one of the things where I realize that you have to actually plan for things outside. You have to actually plan for things outside of the work. Because if you really get tied up to the work, when you're cut from the work, you lose everything, and then the cost of starting over is is really hard. Like there, and one of the things is if you want to make compound interest, you have to actually do things outside of work. So, like for example, investing in stocks or invest in health insurance or not all health insurance, but also maybe job loss insurance because I saw that something like that. Where like if you lose a job, if you're paying that insurance, you basically get some money to actually help you during this time after job loss. Those insurance as well. Actually, actually see the benefits of it now, and then maybe do open a business or what on the side. Because the thing about it is that you have to actually compound. Like the one income alone won't get you all the way there, and the one income won't get you all the way there, and it's hard to actually and you have to actually use the momentum of the work to actually get to reach the top because you're not getting any younger. That's the thing. Each year you're not getting any younger, and then the need for money and healthcare and all those stuff get more because, like for example, this job that I'm in now is a more health risk type of work where I have to actually protect myself even more. So it's like all those stuff that I just that this getting this new work was really a great lesson for me to know that yes, starting over is really not cheap. It's not cheap. You have to really do that with you have to actually do that smartly. You have to decide how you're gonna move how you're gonna change work or change a situation smartly. Because it may cost you like a whole month's salary. It cost me like a whole fortnight plus more worth of salary. For you might cost a month or 2 months. So yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. So that's basically for this episode. Thank you for listening. I look forward for the next episode. Mhm.
Well, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching and look forward for the next episode. To support this podcast, go to anchor.fm/cssb/support or become a sponsor for this episode. If you have a product that you want to have more exposure, DM me on the Instagram page, Reframing Mindset Podcast, or on Twitter at ReframingP. Either way would help. Thank you regardless for listening, and here's a preview for the next episode.